For today, I wanted to talk to you about what I call relentless alchemy. This is the path of cutting out toxicity and running over toxic people who get in your way. The first thing we like to start with is that the time for mercy or compassion has passed. There comes a point in the spiritual path when mercy for toxicity becomes self sabotage. When the soul matures, it realizes that allowing negativity to linger is a betrayal of your own divine purpose. In a world designed to distract, diminish, and derail, the relentless alchemist rises not with mindless cruelty, but with ruthless compassion, cutting off what no longer serves their light. This is not motivational talk. It is a sacred principle embedded deeply in both Buddhism and Hinduism. Both traditions emphasize the critical importance of discernment, detachment, and unwavering authenticity. When you sense that someone is poisoning your energy, standing in your way, or attempting to drag you down, you must run them over spiritually. Not through vengeance, but through acceleration towards your destiny, and you don't worry about who's in the way. Run them over 2 to 3 times if you have to. You are a vessel of divine positivity, a living testament to winning through spirit, and no one can kill your vibe unless you let them. This is your winning season. Let no one get in your way. Detachment here is a weapon against toxicity. Toxic attachments are the root of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that life contains suffering, dukkha. The second noble truth teaches us that suffering is caused by attachment. Toxic people, toxic environments, toxic beliefs are forms of attachment that weigh down the soul. They whisper doubts. They sow discord. They chain the spirit to cycles of misery. Break free of those cycles. The Buddha taught us clearly, detach or suffer. Letting go is not cruelty, it is compassion for yourself and for others. When you cut toxicity out, you create space for liberation, and that leads to nirvana. If someone seeks to fight, argue, diminish, or infect your peace, leave them on red. Detach without apology. Silence is the highest form of wisdom and protection. You need not engage with these people, not even a millisecond further. No mercy for the Mara. In Buddhist cosmology, Mara is the embodiment of temptation, fear, doubt, and death. Mara's goal is to distract the soul from awakening. When the Mara tried to tempt Buddha under the Bodhi tree, he did not argue, he did not debate, he did not plead. He simply remained unflappable and unshakable. He ran over Mara spiritually by refusing to engage. This is the model. When toxic forces come for you, stand so firm in your purpose that you crush their influence without wasting a single breath. Be relentless in being mindful. Cut through the fog. Mindfulness, sati, is the sword. When you practice mindfulness relentlessly, you can instantly spot who and what is draining you. Who and what is draining your energy, your power. Do not entertain it. Cut it off at the root. Mindfulness is not passive. It is aggressive and aware, cutting through illusion and getting away from time wasters. Another important trait we see in Arjuna is his attention and focus. There's a famous story that proves this. Dronacharya asked each of his students to shoot the eye of a bird perched in a tree. He asked each student what they saw. They all answered similar answers, like the tree, the leaves, the branches, and the bird. But Arjuna said he could only see his target, the eye of the bird, nothing else. And he alone was able to successfully hit the target with that singular focus. Dharma over drama. Stay in your dharma. Let your enemies steep in their karma. In Hinduism, one of the most powerful spiritual principles is dharma, your soul's righteous path and duty. You are born with a sacred mission. Not everyone is meant to understand it. Not everyone will applaud it. Many will even despise it. It perhaps triggers their own laziness, fear, and unhealed wounds. You don't need to help save them. Cutting them off is an act of Dharma. Every time you leave behind those who drag you down, you choose higher elevation. You honor your destiny. The Bhagavad Gita says it best. Better to fail in your own Dharma than to succeed in another's. You can't control others. You can control yourself, though, and you need to do that. Don't conform to the spiritual punks that are out there. Don't downgrade your light to make the insecure people feel comfortable. Walk your path unapologetically, even if it means you walk that path alone. This is the law of true warriors. When you think of Krishna's teachings, detaching from the outcomes is critical. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna to fight, but with detachment. No hatred, no revenge, no ego. Pure action, pure focus. You have a right to your actions, but not to the fruits of your actions. This means do your duty, cut off the toxicity, move forward, win, but don't look back for applause, closure, or validation. Arjuna at times hesitated, cutting down his enemies where they stood. But he was told in this instance, it is his sacred duty. You do not need an audience. You do not need validation. You do not need anyone's approval. Your victory is spiritual. You transmute. You keep up your fierce boundaries. You cut down the enemy. You get through the spiritual punks that are in your way. Anyone claiming to be spiritual is not spiritual unless they're aligned with spirit. Some are punks. People who use spirituality to manipulate, gossip, leech, or posture. They claim to know the truth, but they're just all about jealousy, and they're all about sabotage. And you as a relentless alchemist must see through it immediately. Cut through the illusions. Buddhism teaches right speech, right action, right intention. Hinduism teaches satya is the truth. Ahimsa is no harm to those who don't deserve it. But when you come across enemies who don't observe these principles, burn the bridge they stand on without guilt. Do not toss pearls before swine. Protect your treasures. Protect your peace. Protect your boundaries. There's no need to conform. There's no need to make people feel better. Just be your authentic self. The world often pressures you to shrink, to blend in, to tone it down. You don't owe it a thing. Buddhism and Hinduism say, don't conform to the falsities of this world that tries to get you off track. Krishna played his flute, danced in his way, led in his own unique divine style. They didn't care about the expectations of society. They cared about the cosmic order, which is Dharma, and the liberation of the soul, which is moksha. You must do the same. Take up that sacred duty as Arjuna had to. Authenticity is the highest vibration. When you are your true self, you are in alignment with the divine will. So, don't let anyone kill your vibe. Sacred warfare demands that your vibration is your currency, and you wouldn't give away your currency to anyone. It's your most valuable spiritual currency. And if you let toxic people steal that currency from you, you fall into suffering. Buddhism warns of the lower realms, the anger, the jealousy, the greed, the gossipers. Hinduism warns of tamasic, dark, lazy, confused energy, the low vibrational practices. Keep your mind clean. Keep your intentions pure. Keep your circle tight and even compact. Protect your mornings and evenings like no tomorrow, as if they were sacred rituals. You owe no one access to your spirit unless they honor it. So if they come to drag you down, leave them on red. If they want to argue, let them argue with themselves. Do not engage. If they try to bait you, don't respond. You don't deserve to be stuck in the mud, in the negativity. If they mock your growth, don't react. Silence is nuclear. The Buddha's silence deafened Mara. Krishna's playful style destroyed countless demons. You don't have to explain, you don't have to defend, and you don't have to convince. Just win. Cut down your enemies. Run them over. Exist. This is your winning season. Manifest like the warrior you are. Your cosmic momentum cannot be stopped. And people will Play to your sympathies, but you don't give it 1 millisecond of your time a day. Cut out the toxins. Go through like a river of cosmic force. Look for abundance, clarity, miracles. You enter the stream, the Sotapanna. In Hinduism, this is aligning with the cosmic Dharma. In modern words, you enter your winning season by remaining a winner, and you don't associate with losers. Nothing can stop a soul aligned with divine flow. Toxicity will try. Delays may occur, but you are inevitable. Like a lotus rising through the mud, your triumph is guaranteed. Your focus is singular. You move forward because all you do is win, and that becomes your spiritual reality. Winning is not external trophies. Winning is not becoming just some braggart or someone who boasts. You don't need anyone's praise. You don't need to remember the times you were betrayed. You show up authentic, radiant, sovereign, unstoppable. That's what Buddha did. That's what Krishna did. That's what Arjuna did. That's what you are doing. You be relentless. You be radiant. You be unapologetic. This season is about ruthless compassion, fierce boundaries, authentic presence, unbreakable spirit. Run over your enemies 3 or 4 times if you have to. You are the unrelenting alchemist. You transmute pain into power. You transmute obstacles into blessings. You transmute betrayal into wisdom. You transmute loneliness into self-love. Cut off the toxicity. No mercy for them. Be legendary. Be luminous. Be free. As Krishna would say, rise up with a brave heart, Arjuna. As the Buddha would say, walk your own path with determination. Be free from fear. You are above the toxic punks. They can't hold a candle to you. As your higher self now tells you, wanting you to reach this place you already are at in the future. It's already done. You're victorious. Now act like it. Your authenticity will defeat every naysayer in your path. You don't owe anyone a thing, but you owe yourself everything. And if I don't see you, just remember, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.